Did you know only 20% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed? So if you're coming here from AIM, why don't you help improve that number? Go ahead, go down below and subscribe. You can catch more content like this, more BBR content next week going into playoffs. Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another BBR video. This time I am honored to be playing Joey Pokey. But let's go ahead and see what he ended up bringing. He brought the Iron Treads, the Palafin, the Meowscarada. He actually brings exactly what I expect, except no Sylveon. So if you happened to watch my team builder video, you know that I said if he brought Sylveon, or if he brought Tauros and no Sylveon, I lead CHIEN-PAO. And I think that stays true. So we brought Miss Mag. I think that stays true. Iron Treads. But I could just lead. I think it's just safer. I think it's safer overall to lead Glimmora. As lame as it is, I think it's safer overall to lead Glimmora. Because if he leads Meowscarada and he's banded, he kills us. If he leads Iron Treads, we're in a bad spot, he kills us. I think it's better to keep the CHIEN-PAO in the back. So I think that's what we're going to do, unfortunately. If we do see something like the Palafin lead, if we do see something like the Espathra lead for some reason, I'm going to be a little bit upset with myself. But we'll see what ends up happening. As have fun to Joey. Be sure to check him out in the top right hand corner if you have not already. I am sure you have. And be sure, I'm sure at the beginning of the video, I had something in the top right hand corner so you can check out my team builder. So be sure to check that out. I am very annoyed with myself that I did not lead the CHIEN-PAO now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into Slowbro. And we're going to get a read on this Palafin set. He could be potentially Punching Glove, and if he's Punching Glove, he obviously won't think Rocky Helmet damage. So we'll see what he wants to do. Very upset with myself that I didn't lead CHIEN-PAO though. We're going to go Slowbro. Probably going to see a flip turn. We are going to see a flip turn. Palafin flip turn, 393 to 361. And he is not Punching Glove. I think that's how it works at least. So 391 down to 363, I think is what I said. 28 damage. Palafin. So I'm going to assume that's not banded based on that damage. Flip turn. Did I have the numbers wrong? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong Pokemon. Flip turn. I'm looking at the wrong numbers, I think. 393, 361. So he did 32 damage. He's not banded. He's not banded. Could be adamant. Not banded. So our guaranteed switch into this Pokemon is going to be the Glimmora. We are actually a toxic Glimmora because I assume he's probably going to get a spike up here. Maybe he throws off a U-turn. One of the two. If he U-turns, then we have to pivot back into Slowbro potentially or into the Wo-Chien on the Iron Treads. If he gets a spike up, he does get a spike up. We're going to be able to throw off a Toxic here to either break a potential Sash on this Pokemon or get a Toxic off on the Iron Treads, either of which is very welcome. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw off a Toxic here. And we're going to get a Toxic off on something, whether it be this to break a potential Sash or on the Iron Treads. Meowscarada is Spikes. So this game is going fine so far. He's going to switch out. I can only assume into the Iron Treads. I respect the Celestials. I forgot the name of the thing. I'm very nervous. I forgot the name of the card game. I like the Celestials nicknames. I actually ordered a set whenever the campaign ran. So excited to get that, but we're gonna get the Toxic off here on the Iron Treads. I have no reason not to Spiky Shield to see what he wants to do. I assume, let's see, Iron Treads is Toxic. I assume we're gonna see a Volt Switch come out here, but we'll see. We will see. We are gonna see a Volt Switch come out. Volt Switch. So now is my best play to go into Slowbro, knowing that the Volt Switch is gonna come out. Volt Switch, which it very much looks like it is. It very much looks like it is, because then we get some what's it called? Some Regenerator off. Obviously, Wo-Chien seems like the likely switch in, but with the spike up, it's a little bit more difficult than that. And Slowbro, with the spike, is going to be able to regenerate all of this off, unless he's especially offensive Iron Treads here. He's just going to go for the Volt Switch. We're going to see 344 to 266. 344 to 266. He did 78 damage. I don't know why I said it like that. He did 78 damage. And that's looking to be no investment. No investment, Jolly. No Spatak, Jolly. He's going to go right back out into Meowscarada, which is fine by me. Again, we're going to go right back out into Shimmy. Shimmy can take 2 hits from this Pokemon after 1 spike, so we'll see what he wants to do here. I assume you just set up another layer of spikes, right? That seems like probably the best course of action here, I would assume. Is probably just get up another spike. He's actually going to go for knockoff this time, and if he does reveal to be Protein, I did not actually know what HP number that I was at. So let's see. Glamora, 88%. I was at 323. 323, 199. That doesn't look to be banded. Let's see. 124 damage. No, that's definitely not banded. We just throw off an Earth Power here. We have no reason not to. We either break a potential Sash on this Pokemon, which I do think that he could be. It looks like he might indeed be. We actually live 2 of those, which is fantastic. So he has Flower Trick, knock off Spikes. We throw off an Earth Power, break his potential Sash on this Pokemon. And he actually has Leftovers. Protein. Leftovers. Flower Trick. Knock. So we know 3 of his 4 moves. He could just sack this Pokemon, but I think this Pokemon's way too valuable. I think we could Spiky Shield. I think we could just Earth Power again. But I don't want to overplay because we have switch-ins. I think I just Earth Power again, right? Because that puts damage on this Pokemon. And then we can just go into CHIEN-PAO and throw up a Swords Dance. I think that might be the best play. I think that might be my best play. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw off another Earth Power here. We're going to see what he wants to do. He does withdraw here. Hopefully into the Ivory. Hopefully we see Ivory here. We do see Ivory, so we're going to get a massive Earth Power off on this Pokemon. Maybe AV. Doesn't look to be AV. And we're just going to throw up a Spiky Shield once more. To rack up a little bit of damage on this Pokemon. We might even sack Shimmy at this point because it can't live a Flower Trick after Spike. So he's going to switch out here, I assume, back into Meowscarada potentially, or into Mismag. Trifern, was that Mismag? That is indeed Mismag. So we Spiky Shield. I am a little bit scared of this Pokemon. Can I break a sub if he is sub with Sludge Wave? I can if he's not max HP. I'm going to go for a Toxic here. This could be a bad play. What if he's sub? If he's sub, I have Quaquaval Evolve plus CHIEN-PAO to always break it, and it doesn't break through Wo-Chien. I'm throwing off a Toxic. And we'll see what he wants to do. If he kills me, then so be it. Shadow Ball. He's going to Willow here. So I'm just going to throw off a Toxic here. I assume that was to catch the Wo-Chien, but I don't really value Glamora at all anymore. It just has really no purpose anymore. So we're going to throw off a Toxic here. We're just going to throw off a Toxic here. We're going to get a big Toxic off on this Mismag. And he's going to be Willow Hex, probably. Mismag. Willow Hex. Hex with a question mark. And then, again, I'm trying to sack this Glamora. So I think I just throw off a Sludge Wave in case he switches into anything that's not the Iron Shreds. And if he is Iron Shreds, he's weak enough to where I can Spiky Shield on the Toxic. And he's in range of anything at that point. So we're just going to Sludge Wave here. We're just going to Sludge Wave here. He's going to switch out here. And actually, so we're in a really good spot with our CHIEN-PAO too. He's going to go into Centarbur, so we're actually going to pick up the kill on this Pokemon. So Glamora, which is fantastic. Glamora kills Meowscarada. I am trying to give him this Pokemon. I do not need this Pokemon anymore. Glamora kills Meowscarada. Glamora picks one up, and down goes Meowscarada. So we'll see what he wants to do. I assume you go into potentially Palafin. He's actually going to go into a Spathra. So, this is a scary Pokemon. I don't think you can be sub against me. I'm going to Toxic here. No matter what he does, if he subs or whatever the case may be, I can go into our Pal Goldingo on the following turn. No matter what he does here. He could just throw off a Lumina Crash here. So, a Spathra. He's going to Protect. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with this. We're gonna throw off a Toxic. So he's Protect. Protect, Calm Mind, or not Calm Mind. Protect, Terra Blast, Stored Power. You have to be those 2 moves, and I assume your last move is Shadow Ball for the Goldingo. Otherwise, you're not doing any damage to our AV Goldingo. So I'm just gonna try to throw off another Toxic here. I really don't think you're sub. I really don't. Spathra. I don't think you have the slots for it, and if you do, then Goldingo walls you. So he is going to Shadow Ball here, which is a fine play. So he's non-boosted. There's a non-boosted Shadow Ball to our Goldingo. Let me see how much that does. Shadow Ball. That will do virtually no damage. Let's see. It'll do about 25. So I just go Goldingo here. Goldingo's always the switch in. And I just make it rain. I have no reason to Psyshock, just in case he doesn't stay in, and Make It Rain picks up a KO. But I could Psyshock on the Tauros, but I want to keep the Tauros healthy. He doesn't know that, but I want to keep the Tauros healthy. I just throw up a Make It Rain. I think Make It Rain's my best play. It should kill an Iron Tread's coming in. It should just do the most damage to everything. I think it's possible Tauros comes in here. A Spoth for Protect Shadow Ball. He's going to go into Ivory, so he's going to sack this Pokemon off. I can only assume this dies to this plus Toxic. Maybe not. Maybe not. I actually don't think so. No. So he's going to be able to get another Volt Switch off and then use this Pokemon as a pivot. He could also potentially get Rocks up. I could go into Quaquaval, but that doesn't really net me anything. I'm just going to go Slowbro. Rocks are going to be super annoying, and I'm going to have to play to get the Rapid Spin off with Quaquaval. How would I do that? So, what killed Glamora? A Spathra killed Glamora. So, a Spathra picks one up. Down goes Glamora. I assume you Stealth Rock here, right? Like, Stealth Rock's probably your best play. Puts me in a really bad spot. Puts my CHIEN-PAO in a really, really tough spot. Oh, why is my capture doing that? I'm so sorry, guys. We'll fix that. I have no idea why I did that. There we go. So he's actually going to Volt Switch here, so I'm glad I didn't go into Quaquaval. Very glad I didn't go into Quaquaval. This has been a very good battle so far. Where is my calc? So he goes into Triferno, he goes into Mismag one more time. We know he's Willow. I can only assume Willow Hex. I want to be able to sack something to get into CHIEN-PAO on this Pokemon. Is where I'm at. Because if I get the CHIEN-PAO, I get the Swords Dance off, I think that's game. I mean, I think it's game. I think it's game if that happens. So I want to get into a position, that type of position. I'm trying to think. What would be my best pivot? I think Wu-Chien might be my best pivot. In general. And just fire off a Stun Spore. That might be my best play. Throw up a Light Screen maybe as he goes into the Ivory. That might be my best play. But I don't want this burned, obviously. And any ship on this is not good. But I gotta keep Slowbro healthy for the Palafin. I think Wu-Chien is my only real pivot. I think I'm tunneling on the fact that I need to get CHIEN-PAO in at this point too. Because CHIEN-PAO in, specifically CHIEN-PAO in on this Mismag, I think wins me the game. It's close, it's a roll on Palafin, but I think it wins me the game. He's just gonna Willow, he's gonna get a Willow off on our fellow here. Our big guy, live Wu-Chien reaction. We're gonna throw up a Light Screen because I think he actually goes Iron Treads to sack that Pokemon. I actually don't see why he wouldn't. So I do kind of value getting that Light Screen up, for sure. The burn definitely sucks because we are Power Whip on this Pokemon. But we're going to throw up a Light Screen here. I simply have no reason not to. And if it comes down to it, Wu-Chien's got to be the sack, man. I do think, at this point in the game, Wu-Chien's got to be the sack. I don't see him doing anything except going into Iron Treads here. I really don't. He does go into Iron Treads, so he's going to sack that Pokemon to Toxic. We're going to get the Light Screen up. Fantastic. So Glamora kills Iron Treads. Toxic. Should die. I assume you die. You die. Fantastic. Glamora from Beyond the Grave is going to pick up a KO there. I'm curious to see what his play is now. Very curious to see what his play is now. Tauros Blaze, probably. And it's your only real play. I go Slowbro. And then what? I could also go aggressive Quaquaval. He is Intimidate, which is fantastic to know. Tauros is Intimidate. So Quaquaval against Tauros, Paldea Blaze. I mean, Body Press does a shit ton to us. Close Combat also does a lot to us, but it doesn't kill us unless he's banded. I think Quaquaval might be my play. Like, Slowbro is just objectively the best play, though. I don't see why I don't go Slowbro. I don't see why I don't go Slowbro and throw up a Thunder Wave. Or a Future Sight, even, at this point in the game. I'm trying to force in the Quaquaval. That's the problem. So he has 2 spikes up. Obviously, not going to be very awesome. He's going to just break the screen there. So no Light Screen here. I could throw up a Thunder Wave, but I think the Mismag potentially comes in, and he's obviously Toxic. I'm going to throw up a Future Sight here. Future Sight puts him in a really tough spot. So Tauros is Intimidate, Raging Bull. I didn't even count for damage on that. I'm throwing. Raging Bull. Like, I think we're in a good spot, unless he has something crazy in the back. I think we're in a good spot. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. He's going to withdraw, which is fantastic for us because that keeps the CHIEN-PAO in-game dream alive. He is going to go into Mismag here. We are going to get the future sight off. We are just going to pivot back into Wu-Chi, and we really have no reason not to. And if he calls us and he kills us, fantastic, we go CHIEN-PAO, and that's actually what we want. And like, I want to just give him Slowbro and go CHIEN-PAO, but I'm not super confident that we kill the Palafin in one. So I just go Fuzzy Snail. And let me see how much CHIEN-PAO +1 Terra Dark Throat Trap does to a Palafin hero. Excuse me, my voice cracked there. Palafin hero. We have a really good chance to kill a Palafin hero if he's no attack investment. So he's going to get the Deagly Mop. That actually doesn't even look like it 2 KOs us. Because we are very specially defensive, so that doesn't even look like it 2 KOs us. We're going to throw a Leech Seed off. We are going to throw a Leech Seed off here. Just in case he stays in and tries to kill us. He does. He does try to kill us. So actually, this is fantastic. We're going to Leech Seed off. We actually won't die now, which is not ideal. Because I want him to stay in with this Pokemon. And now I'm a little bit worried. Oh, he dies Toxic. I forgot about Future Sight. I'm trying to think of all the potential ways to get CHIEN-PAO in, man. So, is that Glamora again? Glamora with another one from Beyond the Grave. Glamora kills Mismag. Toxic. Glamora 3 and 1. I mean, whatever comes in here, I have to sack Wu-Chi, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He could go Palafin. He goes to Spathra. He's just going to protect. Burn kills me. I'm going to Stun Spore just in case it doesn't. Alright, no, I'm going to Light Screen because that's a guaranteed hit. I'm going to Light Screen just in case he doesn't. And now at this point in the game, I don't know if I ever get... He's going to Terra Blast, not even Terra Fighting. I can only assume you're Terra Fighting at this point in the match. So Fuzzy Snail dies. Speed Boost. Terra Blast. His last move is Lumina Crash, it has to be. So we go Goldingo again. And we just fire from Mean Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball 2 KOs Terra Fighting. Yeah, Shadow Ball 2 KOs Terra Fighting. He's going to protect here. Goldingo. Against Spathra. Am I underestimating how much his Stored Power is going to do? Why do you protect? Does he think I'm choiced? Maybe? No, he saw the damage on me, right? He should have. Wait, no, Spikes. It's just Spikes damage. I mean, Shadow Ball 2 KOs a Terra Fighting. Like, Shadow Ball's always our play. Shadow Ball's objectively our best play. We just put ourselves in a good position to win with Shadow Ball. So he's going to withdraw here, probably into Tauros. No, he's going to go Palafin, actually. We're going to get some big damage off on this Palafin. Could be AV. AV is definitely an option into me. Palafin Hero. We'll see how much this does. We are expecting 37 to 44. That's about 37 to 44. And we get the special defense drop. I'm sorry about that. That definitely could come into play. And we obviously just go into our Slowbro here. That definitely sucks. That puts him in a position to where he might have to switch because he doesn't kill us in one. But at the same time, I feel like he knows that we have to switch because otherwise his Spathra just wins the game, right? So, kind of at one of those positions. He's going to withdraw here into a Spathra. Which is fine by me. I'm going to throw off a Thunder Wave with Slowbro, I think. Because your last move, so you protect 3 attacks. I throw off a Thunder Wave. That gives us a fighting chance here. Slowbro. Let me just make sure Shadow Ball doesn't do more than I expected to. Shadow Ball. No, shit. This Pokemon sucks. So we just Thunder Wave here. He might protect, get the speed boost. He's going to Calm Mind. So we are going to throw off a Thunder Wave here. So he's actually no Psychic move. We're going to throw off a Thunder Wave. We get a Paralysis on this Pokemon, which is fantastic. So this Pokemon is now +1, right? I'm going to have to check. If this Pokemon is +1, it might be in my best interest to go now CHIEN-PAO. It's +1. I think it's in my best interest now to go CHIEN-PAO because you never Terra Fighting here. You never ever Terra Fighting here. And then I outspeed you the following turn. I think that's my best play. Shadow Ball, +1. Yeah, I think that is my best play. So we go sneaky here. And if I get this play right, we win the game. I think CHIEN-PAO just kind of cleans up at this point. So Brody comes back. Out comes Sneaky. Oh, something killed Wo-Chien. A Spather killed Wo-Chien, right? So he's going to call mine again. And he's going to get the +1 boost again. Spathra. So he's +2 right now. If he gets +3, does he outspeed me? +3, status, paralyzed. I don't think so. 386. He actually does, but not a max speed, so I don't know if he's going to go for that or not. He has to be max speed to outspeed me, so I just Terra Throat Chop. Oh, but he could Terra Fighting here. It's an interesting one. So, Terra Blast, Fighting. I mean, Terra Blast Fighting +2 always kills me if I Terra Dark. This is not... I think I Pivot Gold Dingo here. Fuck. I might have thrown. I think I Pivot Gold Dingo here because you have to Terra Blast Fighting. Unfortunately. Might have been a bad play. That was probably a bad sequence of events. If he's not Terra Fighting, then I threw. He's Terra Fighting. Okay. Fantastic. So, Terra Blast, Terra Fighting. You have to be. You have to be. You have to be. And then a +2. Does Gold Dingo live a Shadow Ball from this range? It should. It should. So we should be okay to just fire up a Side Shock at this point. Sorry about that, but I'm assuming you Terra Blast, so I'm assuming that did not matter. I can only assume that did not matter. Unless you made a crazy read. So we just Side Shock here. Side Shock actually does not kill this Pokemon. But it has, let me see, Terra Fighting. Side Shock does a hefty amount of damage. He Shadow Balls. That does not do that much damage at all. He's not even max special attack. We're going to throw up a Side Shock here. We're going to do big damage to this Espathra. Not quite knock it out. And he's going to reveal to be leftovers. So this is why I was so scared of this Pokemon. This Pokemon can get out of hand very, very quickly. And he's going to throw up another speed boost. We just Side Shock again. We just Side Shock again. How much? So Terra Dark Sucker Punch does about 40% to this Pokemon. So it could potentially come down to a 50-50 on the Sucker Punch mind games. It doesn't kill Slowbro with the +2 Shadow Ball. And we could throw off a Future Sight and basically lock this one up. I think that is our play. So he is going to kill us here. We just go Slowbro. Yeah, we die. So Espathra kills... Espathra kills Goldingo. So Espathra picks one up, Goldingo goes down. We go into Slowbro and we throw off a Future Sight because we guarantee live one, and that should basically wrap up the game. As far as I'm aware. We just go Slowbro. Because we throw out this Future Sight and then we go into our friend over there. What's his name? Our friend CHIEN-PAO, and we just spam Sucker Punch. If he does happen to be... So he gets paralyzed, that definitely sucks. I don't think he killed us unless he was modest. Could have been modest, I suppose. Could have been modest, but otherwise I don't think it kills us after 2 spikes. Let's see. It could have. That pair definitely might have sucked a lot. So I get off the Future Sight though. Now I think I saved this Pokemon. I think I go into Quaquaval Ball. I don't need Quaquaval Ball anymore. Yeah, I go Quaquaval Ball. I don't need this Pokemon anymore. Quaquaval Ball might even just live one. We obviously get damaged by spikes, and he's going to Shadow Ball here. We might just live this. I don't know, though, for sure. We actually did live that, so this also could have been a fine play. I'm so tunnel visioned on the CHIEN-PAO. So we're just going to Aqua Step here. Aqua Step guarantee gets a kill in some fashion. whether it be this dying to Future Sight or whether it be whatever he wants to switch in dying. So we're gonna throw out this Aqua Step here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Slowbro, how much damage is, he's gonna Terra Blast, how much damage does 2 spikes go? Yeah, we should have lived that guaranteed, so I think we're okay. Took the Future Sight attack, and it does knock it out, so. Slowbro kills a crit? That might have mattered. I don't think so, but that might have mattered. +2? No, that doesn't look like that mattered, unless he was insanely bulky. Unless he was insanely specially defensive, which I don't think he was, that didn't matter. So Slowbro picks one up, down goes Spathra, but also Spathra kills Quackleval. Quack. So that Pokemon is horrifying. What do I do not lose this game? I think I just go into Slowbro and basically win the game, right? He goes into this Pokemon, he goes into Tauros Paldea Blaze here. Slowbro should be able to wrap up the game. We're going to throw off a Thunder Wave this following turn. I think Thunder Wave should basically seal the game. Throw off a Future Sight, actually, maybe. Yeah, we're going to throw off a Future Sight. He's going to Wild Charge. Does this 2 a KO me? 344 down to 162. 344 down to 162. I might have thrown. But no, because Slowbro still wins. I switch out here, and this is my play always. If he calls it, then so be it. This is my play always, and then Slowbro should win the game. Right? And if he calls it, then I guess CHIEN-PAO just didn't do anything. He's gonna Wild Charge again. Do so much damage to us. But now I get to show off the tech. The Acro tech. I don't even know if this kills him. I don't need to Terra, right? Tauros, Paldea, Blaze. Oh my. We don't do any damage to him. But Slowbro should wrap the game up. Right? We also could just pivot back into Slowbro. I think I just go for this. For the Acro. We're not -1. I mean, do I go for the Swords? I go for the Swords Dance for a choke, I guess. He actually withdraws. Which is fantastic. He goes into Palafin. So this is a little bit tricky because I do think he is going to be a status move. I do think he's going to be a status move, so potential Sucker Punch Mind Games could ensue. But it dies to Future Sight, right? It dies to Future Sight, I'm pretty sure. So maybe we will be able to show off our Adrenaline Orb. That would be fantastic. We're going to get a Swords Dance off here. And then maybe CHIEN-PAO will pick one up with the Adrenaline Orb Acrobatics. So yeah, so down goes Palafin. Yeah, Slowbro kills Palafin. Down goes the Palafin. And then Chien, hopefully the Adrenaline Orb pops here. Chien kills Tauros. Adrenaline Orb proc. Yes, sir. Fantastic. So even if he's Scarf, it doesn't matter. We're able to pick up this win here with the acrobatics. So I'm glad to see that that tech actually worked, and it looks like we're able to beat Joey. There were some hacks, and I'm not sure how much it mattered. I'm actually curious to see from Joey's perspective how much it mattered. The Future Sight crit, I think, only mattered if he was Spadef a Spathra, and then the Shadow Ball, getting paralyzed in the Shadow Ball, I don't know if that matters, because I should have guaranteed lived after 2 spikes, unless he was modest. If he was modest, it did matter a little bit. It was a roll. So we'll see, but thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out the post-game interview with Joey. I'm going to go do that right now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.